Hey, what is up, y'all? Welcome back to your once a month upload out here on this channel. You know how I be with my schedule. I'm just kidding. I've been busy with school, so apologies for not uploading. But we're gonna do something a little bit different today. I haven't really had time to record me actually playing matches. I've kind of just been playing matches on the side. Um, but today I played a little bit off stream. And I got some pretty good games, and I'm probably just gonna show off those today instead of playing live because I have to dip soon. So, but yeah, essentially, I think this season, I guess it's kind of like an update too. I'm gonna strip my ran and purely just start flitty cleaving this season. I think because ran cleave is really good. Don't get me wrong, still especially with the Requiem roundabouts coming around. And depending on those, I'll maybe switch back to Ran. But Flitty Cleave is just way more consistent, and it's a lot more successful. So I'm probably just going to be sticking with that. Plus, I have a DDR now, so I can really just make use of Flitty's full potential. I have like the entire comp now. Because I have my DDR, we're currently building my Anchor Dark Corvus. I just got him from the coin shop. I have my Candy, but she's just gonna be permabanned, so she's only there if I'm rank cleaving. But like, I don't know, I think my success rate with Flitty is pretty high. Like, she's 294 speed, which isn't anything crazy, but it's enough to scare people away for some reason. Because like, when you first pick a Flitty, people will be like, oh my god, that's like a 310 Flitty or something. But so they kind of get like half baited, which, by the way, so if you're an aggro player, okay, don't bend over when you see a Flitty first pick. Like 80% of the time, it's gonna be like a 290 Flitty at max. Okay, so don't be scared to race Flitties. That's my biggest advice. There's so many fake Flitty cleavers out there, me included, that will just start slamming imprints versus like Luas and like Conks because we don't have enough speed. You know what I'm saying? So unless your name's like Eyeworthy or Potato Balls, you're chilling. You're chilling. So yeah, I also re-geared my Veronica. She's also not that fast. She's like 285. She was 290, but then that required stripping my Ahmed. But I still use Ahmed every now and then, so my Ahmed's still geared. So yeah. Oh yeah, my DDR is like, I don't know if I explained the stats. He's 220 effectiveness to like hopefully debuff everything. I wish I had more imprints, but what can you do? He's also on this artifact, so he can like really just boost up Sid's damage by a lot, essentially. So yeah. I'll show you the matches now. I hope y'all got who you wanted from the custom Mystic banner. I got two P flans back to back, lucky. I got my DDR after like 50 pulls, and I got Candy after like 80, essentially. And I got P flan after like 20, so I got pretty damn lucky with my Mystic banner summons, not gonna lie. And I got Decorvus from the coin shop because I got a duplicate Requiem Rana last week, so I had enough coins. But yeah, I'll just show these 5 matches. I played like a couple, so we have like wins against like some content creators, some legends. Like this one is just like, this is like showing off Pamir and DDR's like essentially full potential. But I was playing on my phone back then, so yeah. And then here's a legend one. I guess we could show this one real fast. And I'll kind of just explain kind of what happened. So I Flitty S2 here because I want to strip off all the buffs here, so C Palva can just do absolutely a shit ton of damage. And then as long as I don't S3 ML here, I'm chilling. So I can literally just choose whoever I want. Because I don't want ML to do his big counterattack, right? So I was debating, I was like, I'll probably go for A Taiwan here. Because I think A Taiwan's the bigger threat than Ed. So like S3 the A Taiwan. And I think I get resisted here actually, which is funny. Yeah, I do get resisted, which is like, I mean, that's kind of cringe, but what can you do? See Pablo goes, and then now ML just dead for free. So I don't know why I'm taking so long to S3 him. Just S3 him, you bozo. Alright. So he dies. I think like just barely though. Yeah, just barely he dies. Knuckle goes here. And I S2 the... I don't know who I S2 actually. I think I S2 the Carmen here. Because she has mitigations, so I don't want her to reduce damage. So my S3 with Sid can kill. And I just S3 onto the C Armin here. Yeah, so there's the C Armin. She dies, and then I just go for a Tywin here, I think, or Ed, I don't remember. Or no, he just surrenders, yeah. So we kind of do a mini cleave there with Flitty. This match, I don't remember what happened. I think it's because he countered attacked too much and I lost because he was on degen RB, so he ended up countering way too much, unfortunately. But this one, again, it's just showing why Premier is so broken with this team. So we strip off all the buffs again. So we eliminate as much RNG as possible for my Premier, right? Because if there's no immunity, that's another 15% check off the table. So we reset the DDR because in case I do get 15% on my sleep, I can at least reset it. But I get resisted again, so like my Flitica is just selling right now. It's supposed to be a Flitica showcase, but it's like a Flitty like choke case. Like I don't know what she's doing, but it's fine because we can soul burn the ML Ken here. So this ignores ER. So we guarantee land the bomb here. I don't care if he counters because I have a skill null, right? So he hits into the skill null, and then Veronica, as long as she detonates the bomb, she's done her job. It doesn't matter if she dies here. Because this sets up the job for Sid to just wipe everything. So I S1 here, I'm pretty sure. So I can save my S3 until everything's defense broken. Yeah, so S1 there, get my speed buff going for next turn. And then I S3 this. And I push DDR back because I do not want DDR to take a turn in case he actually does resist my sleep, because he already resisted my Flitty reset. So that's the biggest threat on the field. So yeah, decrease speed. So my Flitty can maybe lap that. Put to sleep here. And luckily we don't get 15%ed, but Champ C does. But I mean, Champ C is really slow, so it doesn't really matter. So Sid goes, and then Champ C just straight up dies here because he has defense break, I have soul burn, I have speed buff. It's like over. So yeah, his life gets deleted. And then I delete the ML Ken here, I'm pretty sure, because that's the other threat. Yeah, so ML Ken's gone. And here I wake up DDR, I think. But I mean, at this point it's over. No, I hit Crimson Armin. Okay, I'm a genius. That's better, because I don't want to wake up DDR and he sneaks my ulti. I'm kidding. But yeah, another reason why Lidica cleave is really strong. Now this one shows the flexibility of why Flitty cleave is so good. Because instead of picking like Veronica Sid all the time, you can pick like Knuckle here, you can take a Zahak here. Like if they're not contesting speed, you don't have to take imprints here, which makes it really, really flexible. As well as the fact that if they take Zio first pick, then you can also just trap them with Flitty Veronica, because these both are on Guiding Light. And if they commit to cleave, you just trap them with Jeeper, Christie, and then like a Landy or like Spectenny, and it's over. So it's also really, really flexible. Now, I chose my Anchor last year because he either had to ban the Famir Cleave combo or ban my Anchor. And he didn't ban my Anchor, so I kind of just won for free. Because Arya kind of just solos his entire team. It's 28 turns because there's Arya doing her thing, but I'll kind of speed it up, I guess. Actually, you know what? No, I'll just play it out in full. Y'all deserve the entire experience. So I don't S3 here because I don't want to activate Moon Bunny, right? So I just S1. And then Famir takes the turn here. I actually soul burn this and push back Moon Bunny, because if I kill Ran, then Moon Bunny can push up and then she can one-tap my Arya with Aiden. That'll be really bad. So I soul burn this to ignore ER, and I'll get 15%. And Ran's reset, so I don't care if he takes a turn with RNL or S1s a billion times, it's fine. So he S1's there, it's all good. And then here I S3, and now it's pretty much over. Because now he's forced to hit onto my Aiden. I still have Guiding Light, so even if everyone's stealth goes away except Fumir's, I'll still have Guiding Light on the bottom too. And then Fumir's probably gonna get die. She's probably gonna die anyways, right? So it looks like it's a very tanky Aiden. So we get one counterattack there. And then here I don't S2. And the reason why I don't S2 is because I'm gonna lose my stealth if I don't proc Guiding Light. So I didn't want to risk it. So I just go for the S1 here. Because if I lost my Guiding Light, that would have been actually awful. So that happens. Christy goes. She's forced to S3, so she doesn't hit my Arya. And then everyone's invincibility cycling out. So this is like honestly fine for me. It was good that I saved my S2. So Ran S1s again. Kind of does a lot because he has attack buff, but doesn't do enough to really matter. And then we get the S2 off here, do some damage, and then Aiden's forced to hit me again. Just decent amount, but we hit again. And then here, the biggest priority is just killing Moon Bunny, so I can start soul burning my Arya and my Veronica in case I have to. So yeah, Moon Bunny goes. I get a dual attack, which it didn't really matter to be honest. Famir goes and then puts everyone to sleep, unless I get 15%ed. Okay, yeah, I did put everyone to sleep. And then I think I hit the Christie here because I don't want to wake up Aiden just yet. Yeah, but I'm kind of forced to wake her up here. I wanted to get the guaranteed hit with Arya instead of Liddy because she's the damage dealer. And here now I can S3 for free because there's no more Moon Bunny, and then I can hit Christy because she has a debuff, so she won't push up to Aiden. So I can kind of just do my thing here. Yeah, I get chip on her because we know that if Christy dies, it's over. So Fomir goes. See, there's more chip there, and now my team's out of stealth, which is like it's fine because the team's already pretty much crippled. So it's not that big of a deal. Fomir gets provoked, like I said, it's fine. I S2 here so I can get rid of Aiden's counterattack. S2 passive. And then I S1 here on the Christie. And then now I can S1 here freely without worrying about counterattack. We hit anyways, but yeah. S1 here. And then Fumir dies, but I mean, at this point, everyone's already kind of done their job. Arya kind of just won this, because I have Soulburn too. So I can Soulburn this. Even if I miss, I have another attack here, and then I also have my S2. So even if that one missed too, I still had an S2, and I still had a Flitty, and a Veronica that can attack after, so me hitting there didn't matter at all. Yeah. Now this one, okay. This one's a doozy. I'll preface this, okay? This guy tried to counter my DDR Fumir combo by picking a bunch of ER, and it kind of worked in the beginning, but this let me just say this was a Frenzy 7 match. It took 55 turns, okay? So buckle in, this is a fucking doozy. So essentially what happened was this is like essentially it became control versus anti-control. Whoever didn't get controlled or got controlled, like it was really up to that. Because his team is designed to resist debuffs, my team is designed to land debuffs. So yeah. So I S2 with Flitty because I want Elena to take the turn first, so I can strip everything with Knockball. Because if she S3s here, I just Sober Knockball and then I strip everything. And he knows that, so he goes for that one. But that's fine for me because I can just Sober Knockball here, right? And then if I land on Elena, great. If I don't land on Elena, at least it takes a long time for her to take a turn. So she counterattacks, which is already terrible. So I already lost half my health on Flitty on turn 1, which is like terrible because this match is 55 turns. So we burn this. We actually do land on Elena and Karina, which is pretty lucky, I can't lie. We take those, but it was deserved because he counterattacked, you know what I'm saying? All deserved luck. So we S2 the Crimson Armament, but we get resisted, which is kind of shitty, but whatever. Here I think I pushed back the Karina, I want to say. Yeah. Because as long as Karina doesn't take a turn, he doesn't do damage, right? So I can just cycle a billion times as long as Karina never takes a turn. So now we have our S3 on DDR. We go for the sleep. We don't land on Mei Chloe, which is to be expected because Mei's probably like 300 ER. We push up here. Mei's reset, so we don't have to worry about it. Stuns my Flitty. Now this is gonna be a trend in this game. We're gonna count how many times Mei Chloe S1s and stuns my team. So that's 1 out of 1, okay? Just remember that. So I'm not cool with effectiveness buff. We actually silenced the maid because we have effectiveness buff there, so great for us. She can't S3. We just keep piling onto the maid because she's the only one that is not asleep besides Carmen, but I mean, we don't really have to hit Carmen. Maid's the bigger threat. So not everyone's asleep here. My DDR actually laps here. And I was debating who I wanted to sleep, but I ended up choosing Maid again because, like I said, if Maid dies, then we just win. Now here, I think I make a misplay. I think I S2 the Carmen, I think? When I shouldn't have. I don't remember who I S2, but I should have S2'd the Maid because she's still silenced. But I wonder if that's... No, I ended up S2ing the Elena, which was a throw. Because now, Elena has her S3. So I don't know why I did that. I should have S2'd the Maid because she's silenced. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. That's a throw. Yeah, that was actually such a throw. I think if I S2'd the Maid here, I think I would have won this game a lot faster. So now I'm forced to hit the Elena here because I don't want to wake up anyone else, right? So I don't know why I'm taking so long. Yeah, so S1, Elena, yep. Land more Venoms, but Mei Chloe's passive makes it so she just heals every turn. But my Fumir goes, and I did that, land more Venom. I sleep, and then here is where things get bad. Because now Elena has her S3, because I S2'd her like a clown. So now she gets invincibility and F-res buff, and considering how my team is already struggling to land debuffs, this makes it even worse, and you're gonna watch this shit right here. So I S3 with Knockpole, and look what happens. I land nothing. And I'm like, oh shit. So I S2 the Maid out of cope and land nothing. I have to go for the sleep on Karina, because Karina's about to take a turn, like relatively soon. So I go for the sleep here. Oh wait, no, what am I doing? Why am I not trying to sleep the fucking Karina? I'm actually throwing. So I S2 there, try to strip more, and then obviously I can't. But at least with S2, I can cycle pretty fast, right? I think I S1 the Karina again. Nope, I don't even know what's going on here, I'm not gonna lie to you. So Fumir goes. We hit the... Oh yeah, so I didn't want to trigger a counterattack, but then I have bind, so I don't know why I'm not attacking the creep. I'm just dumb. And now she has her S3. Now it's like, I'm like, oh shit, bro. I'm like panicking here. I'm just like, dude, this is not good. And I have my reset again, so I try to reset the Karina, I'm pretty sure. So I can recycle my skill nulls. So I get the reset here, I think. No, I don't. I get resisted. Oh my god, did my Flitty get resisted every time? Holy shit. So now I have to go for the Soul Burn on Karina so she doesn't take a turn. And I S2 the Carmen. I get resisted again, which I know is bullshit because my Knuckle has like 170 F. So unless this Carmen is like already 150 F, that's like pretty stupid. And now it's even worse because now she gives immunity and invincibility again. So I'm like really fucking screwed. But the silver lining is the fact that as long as Karina never takes a turn technically, we're still chilling. So I have my Fumir S3 now. I have to go aim for Karina so I can strip that immunity buff. So that's exactly what I do. Luckily we landed, otherwise I think we would have lost. Yeah, so we get that chip damage, which is pretty big. We just S1 the Elena because we don't want to get countered. And I have my S3 on Nako here, which I send here in case like Frenzy's high enough. So I just pray I strip like a couple things. But we end up stripping nothing again. And we proc the Elena S2, so I'm just like, okay. But yeah, I seal the Karina to fish for a defense break. So Elena can't cleanse both, right? But we don't land it, so Elena just cleanses off. And she gets a dual attack, which hurts like fucking hell. Stuns my Knuckle again with the S1, so she's 2 for 2 now, by the way. Now DDR goes. It's Frenzy 5 at this point, so I'm pretty confident I can land. But I only land on 2, which is unfortunate. But it's okay, because I set the 2 like biggest threats. Because the other 2 already use their skills. So Fumir goes, and I hit the Carmen, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I hit the Carmen here. And then we get another round of sleep here. But the main Chloe 15%, and I know that's 15% because I have effectiveness buff on my Fumir, so that's unfortunate. So at this point, I'm just forced to hit the maid here because she's the only one that's not asleep. But I am kind of chunking her now because we're in Frenzy 6. So we take those. Everyone passes their turn again. I go for the S2 on maid just so I don't wake up anyone else. And I can cycle my speed buff as well. So yeah, starting to do a little bit more and more. I think here I actually aim for someone else. So I aim for Karina. I think I aim for Karina. So I can start chipping her down as well. Yeah, I do. So get that going. 3 for 3. So she landed on she landed a stun every turn with her S1, which is insane. Holy fuck. Fumir goes. Land more Venom. Like I said, the only threat here is Karina, so as long as she never takes a turn, we're good. So here I S2 because pretty much no one's... No, I don't. Okay, thank God I didn't because Karina would have... Yeah, I would have thrown if I S2'd. Oh my God. Thank God I'm not listening to myself post-recording. So DDR goes again. We sleep the Karina again, I think. No, I just killed the maid. Okay. So we kill the maid, finally. So now I can S3 here. They don't have sustained healing no more. Besides Elena's S2. We land on Elena, thank God. We seal the Karina, I think? Yeah. Fish for deep break. We don't get it again, which is honestly fine. But at this point, it's kind of over, because Elena's reset, Carmen's reset. Karina's pretty much never going to take a turn here. We do another S1. And then Elena can cleanse off the D-break. Or I guess, yeah, she cleans both, yeah. Because the defense only 1 turn. Knuckle goes, and then I think I S1 Carmen, yeah. It's doing heat, as you can see. Here I S2 now, because no one's asleep. And we can cycle again, and we reset the Karina. Hopefully we actually land it this time, unlike the first time. And we do, but we eat a counter for it, which is kind of not cash, but you didn't proc rocket punch at least. So we S2 here, and yeah, it's over now, because we have too much tempo. So that was very torturous, I can't lie. That was a very torturous game. But we're fighting Faker next. Now this guy drafted something really weird. He picked like a Zeo trap in the beginning, and then picked Ran Zeo Sage. Now, if my Knuckle was on Guiding Light, I would have let Zeo through and banned Sage Ball. But since my Knuckle is on the defense break artifacts for Elena's and Karina's, I ended up banning Zeo, which ended up working out because he banned Wanderer's Silk, because he didn't want me to take turn 1. So Ran does indeed take turn 1 here, because he's like 15 base speed faster than us. But it was really close though, it was 1%. So he S2's here, right? And then I know he can't kill anything unless he procs RNL. So I'm pretty confident I can live. So yeah, he S3's, everything survives. And then my Flitty gets to go here. and I S3 the Rand so I can push up my knuckle in front of the Sage Ball. So yeah. And then here I sober knuckle so I can reset everything. Yep. And then we S2 the... I don't even remember if I S2'd actually. I S2 the Rand, which is okay, cool, I guess. Now, if he sleeps my Sid here, I instantly lose the game. So, I'm like praying at this point that I get 15% somehow. And we actually do resist. Or he doesn't land the sleep chance. So that's huge for me. Because now, G-Perk dies for free. Which also means Rand dies for free. And this also gives me Wind Rider, so he can't sleep my Sid no more unless he S2s. And I S3 here. Right, onto the Sage Ball. We get resisted. Which makes sense, I guess, because... No, wait, what? I just pushed back. What the hell? Wait, then I just got, like, unlucky then. Because I'm pretty sure I don't land anything here on either of them. Yeah, we get double resisted, even though my Fumir is, like, 240 effectiveness. So, that wasn't very cash. But, yeah, provokes my Flid. Sage Ball goes. And then he goes for the S2. But... doesn't sleep my Sid, so we're still good here. I try to kill the Sage Ball in time, but I think I was just off because the Christie having, what's it called, defense, right? Didn't help that we didn't crit either. Now I go for the seal on Sage Ball, or at least try to, but we don't get it. And here things look a little scary because Sage Ball has his S3. He can bake my Sid and then silence everyone else. Which is a pretty bad spot for me. But Knuckle, Flitty, Fumir is just way too broken. So he S3s right onto the Sid because that's my damage dealer. So he's gone. He S3s here, which I think is a misplay. I think he should have gone for a provoke or more chip on someone else, in my opinion. So he can push up his Sage Ball. Him S3ing, it doesn't really change. I mean, he gives attack buff to Sage Ball, but like, it's not like my units are tanky, right? My units are all really squishy. Like, my Flitty has my Rand gear. She's a freaking squish. Because this just lets me hit Sage Ball for free over and over and over again. So S1 there, S1 again, and at this point, as long as my Flitty keeps her S3 for the Sage Ball, it's pretty much over. There's Isle of Violin, I see. So I S1 here so I don't push up the Sage Ball. And I'm still on Guiding Light, so he really can't do anything. He can't target me at all. And then S1 onto the Sage Ball. And then Christie can provoke my Knuckle. Like, she lands, and it's like, okay, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Because Sage Ball doesn't have his S2 yet. And my Flitty's about to take a turn. So it goes for the sleep on Fumir, doesn't get it. S1 that, and then Flea has a reset now. So we sober onto the Sage Ball. And at this point, it's over. Because now Sage Ball no longer can target my Flitty, neither can Christie. I S3 here as well. Yeah. And it's just over now. And this kills with the fixed damage. And he dies. Yeah. So that was a very degenerate game as well. And that pushes up to us to 2900. So we're like 100 points off Legend. So yeah. And the last game is against Light. This is a variation of a Flitty Cleave. I knew it was Light because of his profile card, and he's the only one that pre-bans these two and first picks Laya, so I kind of already knew it was him. And he kind of has a huge weakness to Zio, so I first pick Zio into Flitty here, and then he takes AOL plus Scarowell, so that means I take Poultice for free, so I can S2 with Flitty, and I take C Power because it's a guaranteed follow-up with Flitty, and he takes Elvira, which is a good pick, and then he takes SSB, which is like kind of questionable because C Power can kind of just one-shot that thing. And I take Lionheart as a force ban because Lionheart also dogs on this team because my Lionheart's full damage. So essentially what happened, so Zio takes turn 1 obviously. I was debating if I wanted to go for SSB or Scarowell, but then I ended up going for Scarowell because she has 3 buffs and Flitty can only strip 2. So one of those buffs were still gonna stay. So I ended up stripping the Scarowell here, and then since SSB only has 2 buffs, I can just strip that with Lidica, get rid of that huge barrier. So yeah, we do that, and then we S2 here. Now I know that Poultice goes first before SSB, because SSB's triggers always trigger last. Because that's just how that interaction works. And I don't think he knew that, because if he knew that, I don't think he would have picked SSB. So SSB procs here, right? After my Poultice, right? And then I S3 here because I know my C Powell's gonna activate first before SSB. Well, I mean, not like it was gonna activate anyways because I only hit 4 times. But yeah, S2 there, and then she dies, gets baked, and then here he should have S1'd my C Pavel and Soulburn it. I think if he Soulburn S1 onto C Pavel, he would have won. Because him S3ing, right? Look at this. If he S1 Soulburns onto my C Pavel, he would have pushed back, silenced, and then Laya or Flitty would have gone, right? And then Soulburn, what's it called? S3 the Laya. And then I don't think C Pavel can cut that. Cause wait, how much is AOL's pushback actually? Let me see. 25%. And this is what? I push up 25%. So if he Soulburn S1, no, I guess it wouldn't have mattered, huh? Because I would have just pushed back up, yeah. I guess it wouldn't have mattered. So he had to S3 there, yeah. But then he doesn't silence my C Pavel. But I don't think that mattered because I did a damage calc after, and based on the damage of my S3, which is like 14k, my S1 would have done like 9k, which still would have killed at that HP because he didn't have escort. So I think I still would have been fine. And then he dodges because he has no more DPS. But yeah, that is indeed my Flitty video. Next video I'll record a live session again, but I just wanted to show off those games because those are pretty good games and we're close to legend. So yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.